Hello again. So today I'm heading out for another camping adventure, and I just was kind of getting the itch to go camping. It was sort of spur of the moment. It's during the week. I'm just going to go out to Camanche. Comanche's close. I know what spot I like. I'm heading out, and I have Pepper with me, and she's running around back there. Pepper, oh, there she is. Can you see her? I don't know if you can see her. Anyway, she's the offspring's dog. She's Amber's dog. And Amber, sorry Amber if you watch this, jumped up off her couch, I guess ran to the bathroom because she suddenly felt the urge, and fell and broke her wrist. So she called her dad and wanted to see if we would take Pepper for a few days to give her a break. And Pepper's really good. She hangs out with our other dogs. She comes frequently to visit. You can hear her whining. She gets really excited. So I just messaged her and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go camping. Can I take Pepper? Because I was gonna bring Raider. And she's like, oh yeah, she'd love that. So Pepper's a really good dog. She comes when you call her. She walks on a leash. I don't know how she sleeps because I've never taken her camping. So hopefully she'll be good, and she'll sleep quiet at night and won't be up all night. But it'll be fun. It'll be fun, huh, baby? And I have the car, and as you can see, I don't have really anything back there. See back there? Because I started thinking, the horse trailer's sitting out front. I just cleaned it really good because Dave had gone camping at his, he had a tournament out at the gun range. And so he just took the trailer to hang out there so he didn't have to drive back and forth, and he loves to camp. So I'm like, you know what? The trailer's all nice and cleaned out. Everything's spick and span, tip top. I'm gonna take the horse trailer. I won't have a camp to set up, which actually I like setting up the camp. That's one of my favorite things to do, is get everything set up, put a tent up, get your bed set up, whatever. I like doing all that. And but the weather's been so crappy, and I have some great news and some really horrible news, and we'll talk about that later. But I have I've had a really bad week, let's just say that. And so I thought, you know what, I'm just gonna make it easy on myself. I'm gonna take the trailer. I'm gonna be comfortable. It has a heater, an air conditioner, full bathroom, shower. It's a horse trailer. But Pepper, get down. She keeps opening the window. I know there's a way to lock it. Oh, I think that's it right there. Whoops. No, that locks the doors. Did that lock the windows? Nope. Oh, maybe it's that one. I know there's a way to lock that door. She keeps stepping on the door. I don't want her jumping out the window while I'm driving down the road. Anyway, I wanted to make it easy on myself. It has a full kitchen. It's a horse trailer with a living quarters. It has a small living quarters, but it's great for one. It's perfect for two. No more than that. But it has a full-size bed up on top. It's already made. Down blankets, pillows. I didn't have to bring all my gear, so packing this morning, I pretty much threw everything in there this morning. Was really easy. And I brought Dave's fire pit. I did bring my Snow Peak, but I'm not going to use it. I brought Dave's, and I'll use that. So we're heading out there. I'm following him, and you see the horse trailer up there? That's Dave. I'll check in when I get there. We're almost there. We're just driving through the canyons now. I don't think I mentioned why Dave's bringing the trailer and I'm not just pulling it. Because he offered to. He's like, if you want, I'll just go with you and, I'll get the trailer parked for you. And I'm like, sure. That's perfect. I would love that. You don't have to back in anywhere. And he's really good at backing the trailer up. He backs around corners. I hate backing up, So, yeah, if he wants to offer, there's the lake. I'm certainly not going to say no. He didn't have anything to do today, and it's not that far. It's only about a 45-minute drive. He doesn't mind doing that for me. And then he can help me. There's no power there where we're at, so I did bring the generator, and he'll help me. I like to put it in the back of the pickup so it's out of the way, and then it's not so noisy, you know, on the side of the trailer. I won't hear it. Although it's a camping one. It's a Honda, and it's made for RVs and stuff, so it's one of the quieter ones. It's not like the big heavy construction generator, but I love it. That thing's great. We've had it for years now. We got it for half price because somebody had it. They sell them, at that time they were about $2,000, and this guy had one for $1,100. It was brand new. I don't know if they'd even used it. I don't remember why they bought it, but they want $1,100 for it. Dave messaged me. He's like, what do you think? You want it? Silly question. Yeah, I want it. Yeah. And it's been great. So, yeah, that's why. He's just going to park it for me and help me get the generator going and pull it out the back of the trailer, throw it in the back of the truck, do all that. And then he'll head home. He might come and have dinner with me. I think one night I brought an extra steak. So yeah, that's what we're doing. We're almost there. I'll check back in. I got a dog in my lap. My co-pilot. Whoa! Okay, camp is all set up. It is really windy today, so now I'm very glad that I decided to bring the trailer instead of a tent, because I would not have liked trying to set up a tent in this wind. It's about 20 miles an hour. Got the generator all set up. My firewood, I won't be having a fire for a while because of this wind, but the wind is supposed to die down. It wasn't even supposed to be windy, but look at the water out there. Check back in. Pepper, you're staying here. Dad's going home. Yes, you're such a good girl. We're gonna have fun. Goodness gracious. Stay here, Pepper. Come here, baby. All right, see you later. Come on, Pepper. Come on, Mama. Come on. It is windier than hell out here. So we're gonna go hang out in the trailer for a while and get everything unpacked and finish setting up. Up you go. Whoa, gotta grab that door. It just rips off. Oh, goodness. Hydrate the dog. Thirsty puppy. Okay, well, I'm pretty much set up. I'm just, you can see just off the road here. See if that'll focus through there. Too far, too close. I have a great view on that side. Just from my couch here. So what we have in here, this couch pulls out to a bed, and it's actually pretty comfortable. But the problem is when you pull it out, you can't open the door. So if you have somebody sleeping here, say if you brought an extra person, you can't get into the bathroom. You have to go out and through the back of the horse trailer to get into the bathroom. So we never use this, but it's really comfortable to sit on, because when you're sitting on the couch, look it up there. I just turn the TV and you've just got a comfortable little spot and you look up and watch TV. So up here's the bed. We've got a big storage cabinet up there because the front of the trailer is curved. So you have a lot of room right up there. And that's my window with my little table there. I have an extra wool blanket, which I won't need. Some DVDs if I want to watch a movie, because these trailers do come with really nice little, you know, stereo, DVD, whatever. Does have a heater. That is the, I believe that one runs off the gas. Yeah, that one runs off of propane. This is Dave's side when he's here and his table. It does have an awesome air conditioner, but you have to have power for this, you know, so you got to be plugged in. Doesn't run off of gas, but it does have a heater also. So we got storage up here, all of our stuff up in there. On this side, dog food, coffee pots, I got a toaster in here, you know, whatever. And little dog. And then on this side, we have a microwave, storage for food up there, a storage cabinet, and I have a sink, 2-burner stove, a little refrigerator. I'm not using the refrigerator on this trip because I did bring my ice chest, and this runs off of propane. And it, you know what, when you're on propane, it doesn't stay as cold as I like it to be really cold. I do have a full shower in the bathroom, cabinet there, there's 2 shelves in there, lots of storage. 2 big tall cabinets here, lots more storage. And then here, Dave left the light on the other day, so the battery was a little bit low. It charged it up a little while we were driving, but we just put brand new batteries in the trailer. And then full water tank, no black water, no gray water, because we did just clean the tanks out. And then I have that's hot water. If I want hot water, I just turn that on, it heats it up. Oh, and water pump. So when you have a tank and you're not hooked up to hose, you just turn the pump on, and that works great. And then we do have a little step stool for hopping up onto the bed. And then, yeah, the TV's up here. So, you know, that's the inside of the trailer. And, you know, it's a little cramped if there's 2 of you stuck in here. One of you pretty much needs to be up here, one of you down here. Usually one person cooking, the other person, you know, doing whatever. Depends on who decides to cook. But, like, right where she's sitting, that's where I like to sit, and then I can just look out that window. And the window opens and the screen opens really easily with my other hand. Get my screen out of the way. So, you know, if you want to just sit here and have an unobstructed view. So the wind is coming from the other side. On this side, it's not bad. And there's my truck. So I could probably just leave this open for a little fresh air. There's not going to be, close the screen, there's not going to be any bugs out here because it's so windy, but yeah, so that's the trailer. I put little hooks up everywhere for stuff. I broke this one. I had a coat sitting on it, a jacket, and I sat down, leaned against that, and just yanked that, just snapped it. But you can see how good they stick because it broke, it didn't unstick. Couple up there because we always wear baseball hats. And yeah, that's it. So it's nice, and I'm so happy I brought the trailer, because if you go out this way, and see I got to hold on to it good. You hear that wind? It is trying to pull this right out of my hand. Super windy, but I got my fire stuff set up if I want to have a fire if the wind dies down later. I'm just going to leave my ice chest over there. It's trying to yank the door out of my hand. I can just imagine what setting up a tent would have been like in this wind. It would have been a nightmare. Huh, Pepper? Are you cold? Why is your tongue sticking out? You're a goofball. Are you cold? Huh? You want to get under your blankie? Do you want to get under your blankie? You want me to close the window? You probably don't want the window open, huh? I like the fresh air. The little dog's not so much. Pepper's a good little camper, huh? Put your tongue in there. You're funny. Yeah, you feel a little cold, huh? You're a little chilly. You want to go for a walk? Do you want to go for a walk? Yes, you do. You're so cute. What a good girl. What a good girl. So, yeah, we'll check back in later. I'm going to sit here and maybe watch a movie. I might hop up there and take a little nap. What time is it? It is, let's see, It's 1 o'clock, and I'm pretty much set up with, I'm not going to put my chairs out or anything until this wind dies down. There's no point. And then Katie will be here tomorrow, so I just have tonight to just kind of hang out and relax. Yeah, she's such a good girl. Oh my goodness. She's such a good girl. So yeah, we'll check back in later. Okay. Take Pepper for a little walk real quick. Oh, good girl. Yeah, I gotta pee too. We're gonna head down. I try not to use the bathroom in the trailer or the toilet if I don't have to, because if I don't use it, we don't have to dump it. But I know in the middle of the night I'm gonna wake up, I'm gonna have to pee, I'm not gonna want to walk all the way over here. So that is the nice thing about having your own bathroom. Normally I would have her on a leash, but as you can see, there is nobody here, and it's very unlikely anybody is going to be out here until, later in the week. It's Tuesday right now. I think is it March 4th? March 5th? What day is it? Tuesday. Let's see. Where's my little thing? Tuesday, March 5th. That's the date. Wow, this wind is crazy. So they have the recycle there. Big dumpster. There's no animals out here. I mean, it's like Rancho Seco. I had raccoons, skunks, rabbits. There was coyotes, they said. I didn't see any. I did hear them. But out here, just pretty much nothing but birds. And there, you can't really tell from here, but around that little island, you can walk all the way around it, and you come out over there. It's completely surrounded by water, so we're at the end of the peninsula. And it kind of feels like the wind's dying down a little bit. It doesn't feel as strong as it did right when we got here. I want it to die down to nothing so I can set up my chairs and build a fire and sit outside. And Pepper can run and play. So, yeah, that's what we're doing. It's like being on the ocean. I can't remember the last time I saw the water this rough. It's usually like a mirror. It's like glass out in this little cove here. Oh, is that a pelican over there? That could be a pelican. White and black tips on the wings. Good girl. Yeah, look at this. Man, my old dog Rocco, I used to have a Queensland heeler. He would have been in that water so fast. He loved the water. Beautiful. Pepper. Pepper. Put the chair out. The wind feels like it was dying down a little bit. It's supposed to be down to like nothing in a few hours, so hopefully tonight we'll be able to sit out here and have our fire. But I just put a couple logs on my rug, one on each side on that end, and yeah, we went for a walk. I think it's starting to die down a little bit. Look at this dog. Oh my gosh, look at that dog. That's a funny dog. Well, finally the wind has died down. There's barely a breeze now. The sun is starting to drop down. And I think we're gonna just go for a quick walk. And then I think we'll make a fire. It's so nice. It's about 5:45. We went inside, watched a movie to get out of the wind. It's beautiful out now. Look how much more calm the water is over here. I mean, it looked like it was coming in from the ocean earlier. Pepper's excited to be out. She's a runner. She likes to exercise. She likes to stay busy and play. She's such a good girl. I've got the awning open. The wind has completely died down. Got my fire going. Just got it started. Pepper's down there playing by the beach. Where'd she go? There she is. She's having fun. Hope you can see me okay. It's getting kind of dark out here, but I thought we'd do a little story time. I got some neighbors that moved in down there. I think they were out fishing. So I've had a really crappy week. Started off Saturday when I go out to feed in the morning, and Skid is not feeling good. He's laying down in the stall, which is not normal for them, not in the morning. And I put his food in. He doesn't want to eat. You know, he hops right up when he was laying down. He hops right up when I go in there. He doesn't want to eat. I go get a flake of alfalfa. By the time I come back, hold that thought. Hey, you there?
How you doing, baby?
I just started recording.
You're welcome.
Got a fire going.
Here.
It's not raining here. It's cloudy, but no rain. I got my fire going. The wind is gone. It's completely died down, so that's nice. So I don't know where I was, so let me just start again. So Saturday morning, go out. Skid's laying down, not feeling good. Get him up. I feed him. Doesn't want to eat. Get him some alfalfa. Doesn't want to eat that. Okay, call the vet. Clearly he's colicking. I put him out in the field. I want to let him move around a little bit. Every time I look out in the field, he's just kind of laying down. And I got some neighbors that just moved in down there. I see they got a fire going now, quite a ways away. It's so open here, so there's not like, you know, any privacy. You're just, you know, you got neighbors. They're out in the open. You're out in the open. But they're a long ways away. Hopefully they can't hear me babbling. They won't think I'm talking to myself. So anyway, call the vet. And Skid's about 28 years old. So the last thing you want, I wish that wouldn't pop behind me. I'm trying to move a little closer to the light because it's pretty dark now. So the vet comes out and can't really do anything for him. She gives him pain meds. She can hear gut sounds a little on one side, not bad on the other side. He's got a gas pocket. She can feel it's kind of causing a bit of a, you know, a blockage there, so not passing any manure. I don't know if you have horses, but colic is a really serious thing, especially in an older horse. So, you know, he's in a stall. Bink's in a stall next to him. He doesn't seem to be in any pain, you know, after the meds. But every time I go check on him, he's just laying down. He's not thrashing around or anything. He's just laying there quietly. But doesn't seem to be getting any better. You know, a lot of walking. Just not passing any manure. Why does this change directions? It was blowing that way perfectly. Now it's kind of coming this way. No, Pepper, you stay here. She wants to go see what they're doing down there. Anyway, so about, I don't know, 4 o'clock, we decide we're going to go get some dinner with our friends. And we go to put the dogs up, to lock them up, and Spud's missing, one of our rat terriers. And he had gotten out once before, a couple weeks ago, searched for an hour. By the time we got back from looking, he was in the driveway. Okay, cool. Try to figure out how he got out. We have no idea how he got out. We're checking all the fences. Find just a couple of tiny little holes in the fence. I don't know if he could have fit through those. I fixed them. You know, everything's fine for a couple of weeks. Saturday, he gets out again. We're already not really feeling let's go out to dinner with our friends. Worried about Skid. I go check on him again. Still no improvement. Right at that time, we cancel dinner. We're like, okay, let's go look for Spud. So we drove around, looked for Spud a little bit. The vet calls back. I say there's not really any change. He's not thrashing around or anything. I gave him some more Banamine to help him with the pain. He's not drinking, he's not eating. So she tells us, you know what, you should probably take him up, run him up to a place called Loomis Basin. It's about 45 minutes to an hour from our house. So, okay, we'll get him loaded up. Couldn't look for Spud anymore. We couldn't find him, and it was cold. It was it raining? Yeah, I think it was raining too. So, you're sick inside. What are we going to do though? Skid, he's got to get to the vet. There's just no question. We have to take him up there. So, we're hoping, we lock the other dogs up, leave the garage, or leave the gate open in case he comes back, like he did the first time. Take Skid up to the vet. We're up there about an hour with him, end up leaving him there. And then, we get back, and our friends who were meeting us for dinner came by the house, just to see if he was there. They would grab him, lock him up, whatever. He wasn't there. And, I feel like I'm burning. So, we don't find Spud. We start posting in all the groups. A lot of neighborhood groups, a lot of lost and found dog groups. Nobody's seen him. Everybody's on the lookout. The vet calls me a couple times that night. Not really much change. They did an ultrasound. They found a little bit, no twisted intestines, nothing like that. But still pretty serious for an older horse. Found a little bit of sand in his belly. That pocket of gas just really wasn't breaking up. He was on IV fluid, so he was basically in their ICU for horses. So Sunday comes around, still not much improvement, still no Spud all day long, looking for Spud, posting, checking on my phone the whole day, just checking the posts to see if anybody's seen him. And we had all of our friends, everybody looking for him. So no luck. He doesn't come home. Late that night, the vet calls, I think about 11 o'clock. No change. He's like, in a few days, he might need a few days to get through this. And I said, but he's not eating at all. And there's been absolutely no change. Nothing's moving through. He says, no, nothing's moving. There hasn't really been any change. And so I asked him, I said, okay, so if we leave him there a few more days, and he does, things do start to move through, and he does get through this, what's he going to be like? And he's like, well, he's an older horse. It's a pretty serious thing, he could have issues. But we don't know. We don't know. And so I asked him, should we let him go? Is it... Good girl. So we did. I think it was about midnight. I've had him for, I don't know, 15, 16 years. I think it was 12 when I got him. Something like that. Such a good horse. But the vet said, he's like, if it was me, that's what I would do. So, he's gone. So that was, oh God, Sunday night. So, sorry. So Monday comes around, still no Spud. Skid's gone. Not a good day. And, you know, we're still checking all the posts. And a friend on Facebook, she made some flyers up for Spud. And this was last night. And so I print them off. And we were going to go start hanging them up this morning. And somebody had him. So he's fine, and he's home. So that helped a little. It would have been hard, you know, even worse to lose two. This one's not mine, but she's a good one, aren't ya? Oh, yeah. You're such a good girl. I know. You're a good girl. So that helped, you know, knowing he was safe. Somebody picked him up in front of the house. She's had him for 3 days. I don't know why. I mean, there was posts all over, and she's on social media because that's where she posted, in a completely random group that I've never heard of. But she said if we ever need anybody to pet sit, to babysit him, she would do it. She loves him. I really think she was going to keep him. He had a pink collar on. She had a little toy for him. She loved him. But we got to get a microchip on him. So we decided when I get back, we're going to microchip him. We're going to redo that whole fence line. We think he's jumping through the fence. There's mesh about 3 feet up on the horse panels around the arena. We think he's jumping that 3-foot section and going through the bars. So we're going to raise the mesh all the way up to the top. It's goat fencing, so he can't get out. And hopefully keep his little butt in so he doesn't get out again. There's geese flying over. So I was so happy this morning, you know, when we saw that picture. Dave showed me the picture she posted of him, and I'm like, yeah, that's totally him. That's Spud. You know, how do we get him? Where is he? So she brought him back, dropped him off. So that was great. And I went in and I updated all the posts so everybody knows he's home safe. And I had already planned to go camping. I had booked Wednesday, Thursday night, go home Friday here, before all of this happened. And you know, I was in such a good mood after getting Spud back. Dave's like, why don't you just go out a day early? He goes, why don't you go out today or tomorrow? This was last night. No, this was this morning. Yeah. He's like, yeah, because today's Tuesday. So this is Monday. So we get Spud back. He's like, well, yeah, just go, you know, see if you can get an extra day if you want. And so I called him up, and they're like, yeah, there's nobody there. You can actually come out anytime you want. So I had packed a bunch of stuff up already. And since I brought the trailer, I didn't have to get all my camping gear. So that was nice. So it's been a sucky week, for sure. But it's interesting because I was thinking about this. And when we first got Dave's horse, JoJo, she's a quarter horse. You know, he wasn't a horse person. He didn't do any riding or... This is my new fleece. Dave got me this. I love it. He got it extra big because I like it to be really big. Then I can put on a sweatshirt, a couple t-shirts. It's made for winter. Never heard of this brand. Never been to that store, but he went up there with his buddy. I love it. It's got lots of pockets. Sleeves are long. I can roll them down, keep my hands in them. Got a nice hood. It's toasty warm. Anyway, so we brought JoJo and Skid up here and took them on a trail ride. And they have a section over, I think it's on the South Shore. I'm on North Shore. It's on the South Shore where you can trailer in for the day, and they have corral set up so you can put your horse in there. So we got here, unloaded, saddled him up, went for about an hour trail ride one way, just to see how JoJo would do out here. I knew Skid would be fine. I'd had him for years already. And brought him back, threw him in the paddocks, gave him a flake of hay, hung a bucket of water, sat there, watched him mill around. They have picnic tables there. We made lunch, had lunch, relaxed for a couple hours, saddled him back up, took another hour trail ride up the other direction, and came back, let him rest for a while, groomed him up, loaded him back up, and went home. He was great. He'd been to Bodega Bay. We went camping for a week with the two of them to Chancellor Ranch. Had a great time. Rode them all over. They have like 600 acres, I think. You can actually go ride on the beach. Our horses aren't fit to ride on the beach. That deep sand would just, they're not used to that. So we stayed on the property, and God, had a great time. We used to take them down to his trainers where he took JoJo when we first got her, and rode all over in the grape vineyards. He was just such a great horse. Super sweet, super quiet, bomb-proof. I haven't ridden him in years. He's been retired, and the only thing we do with him now is we would put kids on him, give him pony rides. He was so sweet. You just throw a rope over his neck and just let him wander around the arena, a little kid on his back. So, I don't know. What are you going to do? But Spud's back, so that's good. Whew. Guinness. Cheers. Oh, that first sip is so good. I brought a couple Guinness with me. I'm all congested now. A couple Guinness, bottle of wine, some vodka and cranberry. I never know what I'm going to be in the mood for, but turns out I was in the mood for a beer. The fire's going pretty good. I got Dave's fire pit. I don't know if you can see that. I did bring my little snow peak one, but he's like, just, take mine. We'll throw it in the back of the truck. Okay. I can make a much bigger fire in here. I did not bring the grill to put on top, but I do have the grill that fits on top of my Snow Peak fire pit little thing. I could lay it on the top if I want to cook, which I probably will, because I want to cook those steaks tomorrow night on the grill. Dave's going to come and have dinner with me. So tonight, I actually can see some stars. I'm just going to relax out here for a while. It's nice. I have the generator. Watched a movie. I shut it off. I have plenty of gas. Dave's going to bring me a little more tomorrow when he comes out. He'll bring me some more wood too. He's great when I go camping. If it's close by, he's retired now too, so he doesn't have a lot to do during the day. He's more than happy to come and. Do you need your blanket on? Are you shivering? Somebody coming. There's a car coming way down there, like a quarter of a mile away. She's gonna get them. Hopefully they don't come all the way down here. Oh, you know what? They might be at the people from the trailer next to me that are not there. They've been, I think, fishing. But yeah, Dave's great. He'll bring the trailer out and set it up for me. I mean, I can do it myself. I don't have a problem. I pull the trailer all the time. I can hitch it, unhitch it, park it. Here, you don't even have to back up. It's nice. You can just circle around and pull through. So, but you know what? If he's going to offer, I'm not one to say no to help. And yeah, he'll come back, and if I forget something, he'll be like, "Oh, I'll come out tomorrow and bring it to you. Stay here, baby." Ooh, she wants to get him. So I'm just gonna relax. I'm saving my gas. I don't need to be in there running the generator. The batteries work great in this trailer. We just actually put brand new batteries in there. We got new tires, 2 new tires. It has 4 tires. We had 2 new ones, that we only needed 2. So I've got plenty of power just on the batteries for lights and the water pump, heater, stuff like that. If I need plugs, if I want to watch a movie, then I have to then I have to turn on the generator. What am I looking at? Oh, their fire went out. It's just smoke. That's what I'm seeing. So, I want this car to stay all the way down there. It's going to drive right by me. Watch. I do sometimes get a little bit nervous when cars go by and I'm out here alone, but hopefully anybody who drives by just assumes, you know, that there's somebody else in the trailer. It's okay, Pepper. I know. These people. A lot of times when it's driving by, it's the, you know, the employees that work here. They're driving really slow. What are you doing? Really, really slow. Pulling in? Yeah, they belong to that trailer over there. I assume they might have been out fishing today, because there hasn't been anybody there the whole time I've been here. So, but I'll shut this off now and I will check back in when I'm inside. Good morning. Pepper, good morning. Good morning. Peppercini, did you sleep good? Why is the flash on here? Why is it so bright? Goodness gracious. Good morning, Pepper. What are you doing? Peppercini. Peppercini, no scratching. Come here. You ready to get up? Are you ready to get up? Yes, you are. What a good girl. What a good girl. Did you sleep good? Yes, you did. Yeah, we sleep good in here. The heater comes on and off. I got a dog on me. You're so funny. You're so funny. It was nice and warm. I just slept. Actually, I have 2 down blankets. 2 down blankets under me. And then I just slept with this wool blanket on top, and I was toasty warm. When you're up on top here, the heat all rises to the top of the trailer. And I didn't have it turned. It's not even on right now, and it still feels pretty warm in here. It's nice. It's about, I don't know, 6:45, I think. Dave just called and woke us up. So I think I'll get up, get some coffee going. It's cloudy outside. Sadly, because normally, I don't know what, focus outside. Yeah, see how cloudy it is. Normally the sun comes up right there on the other side of the lake. And this is a great view out this side, but today, no. Pepper, are you ready to get up? Are you ready to get up? What do you want for breakfast? Wait, should we make pancakes for breakfast? What do you think? What do you think? Pancakes? You're so funny. You're so funny. You're a good little camper. Oh, goodness. Okay, we're going to get up. So on this tree, right about, where's my hand? Oh, too high. Well, right under that branch, there's a woodpecker nest. Where'd the birds go? I've been watching them. I haven't gotten up yet. I'm still laying here. But I've been watching them go in and out of there. There's 2 of them. And they must have chicks in there because I see them going in with bugs. See if I can catch them. Where'd they go? Of course, as soon as I get my camera, the hole's on the left side of the tree. So I can't really see the hole, but I can see where they go in and out. Come on, where did you guys go? They probably won't be gone long. I'm going to keep an eye on this. I'll try to get a video of them going in and out of there. One of the parents just landed back up here. Where'd you go? Right there. That's one of the parents. See if we'll go in. Whoa. Oops, wrong tree. There we are. We'll keep an eye on it. Oh, so it's about 10 o'clock. And we made pancakes for breakfast. I should have been videoing it. The smoke alarm went off like 3 times, even though I had the fan on. I think I had the stove a little bit too high. I cooked them inside the trailer on the, the gas stove. And yeah, it was pretty funny. Pepper's like, what is going on? But pancakes were great. I love to have pancakes for breakfast when I'm camping. Now look at the water. It's just glassy. It's very cloudy today. I didn't get to see the sunrise, sadly, because normally it comes up right over there. It's beautiful out here. It's so quiet. Pepper had her breakfast, so I don't know. Amber thinks might be because, I've switched her food. I forgot to grab some of her own food when we picked her up. And so, I don't know if you can see here, she's got some little hives going on. And she's really itchy this morning. And she was a little itchy last night, but I didn't really think much of it because, but look, you can see she's got some little hives on her. I gave her a half a Benadryl, and I called Amber just to ask her about it, and she said she occasionally gets that if she switches her food. So Dave's gonna stop and grab a bag. She feeds her Hill Science Diet Senior, so he's gonna stop and grab some for me so I can just get her back on her own food, which apparently agrees with her. We've been feeding Iams senior food, and I don't know, maybe that's what's making our dogs itch too. It's, something. They're all pretty itchy. They don't have fleas. We don't have ticks around our place because of all the chickens and the guinea hens. I gotta be careful while I'm walking. I'm gonna fall. I don't know if you can tell in this video, this little hill here is really steep. It's like a little cliff. It's not high. It's only about 20 feet, but I don't want to roll down there. I'd end up in the water. So I have to watch my step, not step in a hole or on a rock, twist my ankle. But it's beautiful out. I think Katie's on her way. She'll be hearing from the direction she's coming. Probably 2.5 hours. She's not coming all. It takes her 2 to 2.5 hours to get to my house. If there's no traffic and you're driving fast, I can make it in an hour and a half. Not really even speeding. It's an easy drive. But she is. No, you know what? Where's she coming from? Yeah, it might take her longer. That's right, because she's not coming up 99. She's coming out 80. Well, she could take Highway 12 and cut across. Because she's, normally she just comes to my house and then we leave together. But if we come out here and camp, it's just easier to meet here. Let me see if I can get down here. I'm wearing my Crocs. Not exactly on my hiking shoes. But it's not slippery. It's pretty dry. It hasn't rained in a day or two. And I'm not sure, this is like clay. It's not even rock. And if you chip away at it, it does break off. And it's grippy. It's not, you don't slip on it. It's pretty grippy. Stay, Pepper. Pepper, don't jump in the water. If she went in there, she could easily swim. There's no current here, because we're just kind of in this little bay here. Look how clear the water is today. It's pretty. I mean, it's usually clear. Lake Camanche it's a nice lake. A lot of water today. We've gotten a lot of rain this year. Are we going back up? Oh, up the hill. Up the hill. Oh, all the way to the top. Oh, we made it. Okay, that was our hike for the day. Good girl, Pepper. A lot of times there's people fishing over in this area, but not today. We have the place to ourselves. So I'll be staying, today is Wednesday, and I'll be staying till Friday. Usually, people sometimes will start coming in on Thursday and Friday. It's always busy on the weekends out here. In the summertime, you wouldn't find a single spot. So Yeah, we're just gonna wander around. I might take her. I can probably take her all the way around there without the leash because there's just nobody here. And that's just an island, this whole section. Would you call it an island? It's not really an island because the water, you know, it doesn't come across here, but you can go out all the way around and back up and you end up there. There, yeah. So I think I charged up my Fitbit this morning. It was dead. I didn't even realize it needed to be charged. So maybe I will go for a walk around that trail there and check the miles. Did you just poop and I didn't see? And if I don't see, I can't clean it up. I think she might have just pooped and I missed it. Damn. I don't like to leave that around. Oh, no, she's about to. Are you thinking about it? Looks like, oh, okay. Nope, we don't want to film that. Nope, she's thinking. I keep thinking she's going to. I don't think she did. I don't think she did. I'm very adamant about picking up after my animals, especially if I'm out somewhere. Because there's nothing worse than going camping and finding that someone else's dog has left a big mess in the campsite. Oh, look at this mushroom. Check that out. I don't know what kind it is, but it's all dried out. It's big. Ooh, cool. Okay, well, we'll check back in later. I'm gonna go wander. Taking a little hike around the peninsula. She's still got her little hives on there, but sometimes it takes a while for them to, you know, to go away once they have them. So I'll probably give her that other half of Benadryl later. I think you can give it like every 4 hours or every 6 hours. But I don't know if you can see. It's not a lot, they're small, but she doesn't seem to care. Whew. She likes hiking. Good girl. I think this is like a mile trail. Goes around. Oop, good girl. She pees like every 5 minutes. Huh, yes you do. You're a good girl. Off you go. Wear her out a little bit and then she'll be happy to relax when we get back. Not that she's not anyway. She's like, whatever you're doing, I'll do. Off she goes. Yeah, this is getting almost done. I like it really crispy. And I don't think Pepper will care because she'll get some of this. She'll like it anyway I give it to her. She's over on the couch, bundled up in her little blankie. But it's definitely a lot warmer. It's getting nice out. But look how small these are shrinking up. Way more than what pork bacon does. But that's all right. That looks good. That smells good. Now I'm getting hungry. So I'm gonna do a couple fried eggs and probably a big glass of milk. Already had my coffee, and I plugged my little Mr. Coffee pot into my little Anchor charger. It used up 40%, and it's a miniature Mr. Coffee. It makes, I believe, 4 cups. Well, it makes 2 10-ounce cups of coffee, which is perfect for me. And it was ready. I didn't even have to get out of bed to do it, which was nice. And then I just turned on the generator, charged my Anchor back up, but at least I know if I go camping and I don't have electric, don't use the Anchor for that, because that used half the power for a little coffee pot. But, you know, good to know. So this is pretty much done. Dave's going to come back out later and bring us some more firewood for tonight. We still actually have quite a bit left, which was nice because I thought we were almost out, but there was quite a bit left in the truck that I didn't even realize we had more left back in the truck. So we'll drain this. I forgot to bring a paper towel to sit this on. But yeah, look how small these shrivel up. Man, I didn't get to eat bacon for the longest time other than turkey bacon, which isn't so great because I don't eat pork. But when I realized they had beef bacon, awesome. Is that enough grease to cook these in? Probably. So let's see if I can do this without cracking the yolk. Whew, it is hot over the top. They were a little uneven, so we'll drop them on that side. And what I do with my paper towel, wipe my paws. And these should cook pretty quick. Ooh, this one might stick. It might stick. Let them cook a little bit and then try to flip them. Or maybe I should just crack the yolk and kind of scramble them. We'll see. They'll taste good however I do them. I didn't bring an English muffin. So I'm going to turn this around a little bit. I love that you can use metal on cast iron. It's so much easier to get underneath something with a spatula that actually spatulas. Yeah, this is not gonna go well. Well, that one just broke. Ooh. Just breathed in a lungful of smoke. That was nice. Luckily, I like my yolks really runny, but I don't like the white part runny. Ooh. If I had some potatoes, I would have just put those over the top of the potatoes. So they don't look great, but I guarantee you they're going to taste good. So Pepper and I are going to have some breakfast, and we'll check back in later. Okay, we're back. It's dinner time. So I'm going to be cooking a couple hamburger patties on my Trangia. So first thing I'm going to do is light it without catching myself on fire. There we go. And get my pan up here. You know what I forgot was, let me take that off for a minute, to get a little bit of oil to cook the hamburger patties in. And I need meat. Is she helping you eat? Mm-hmm. Okay, so we'll get that on there. Can't see how high that is. Get a little oil in here. I just got a little olive oil because that's what whoops, that was a lot of olive oil. Because that's what I have. But that'll work. Ooh, that's hot already. And my hamburger patties, which are kind of misshapen, but that's okay. So we'll get these out of here. Ooh. Might need to turn that down just a little bit. I want to cook those a little bit slower. Not burn them. Get rid of that. And I got a few little spices here. So we're going to do a little pepper on there. I think half of that one went in the spaghetti sauce the other night at home. A little bit of salt. Shake that up a little bit. little bit of salt. And over here, we have a little onion powder. That was a lot. And I like a little garlic. A little bit of that on there. And how do you like my little containers? I thought these were like half this size. I ordered 2 of them. These things are giant. I just got splattered. But yeah, they were good for traveling. And then I just bought, or actually I had these little jars. I think these were actually from a wedding. And they had spices that somebody left on the table as, you know, little wedding gifts that you would just take. They made them up. They had like a little ribbon and a card on each one. So those were kind of cool. I've had them forever. And they had some sort of a seasoning that somebody had made up. And I don't remember what it was, but I don't want to turn that down any. I don't want to burn these. I need my little glove. Let me get splattered here. And I like my hamburgers cooked well. I don't want to, I don't like to eat hamburger meat if it's pink inside still. So we're going to cook these up, and then I'll check back in when those are done. Okay. We get a little cheese melted on these. They're almost done. Just give them another second or 2 longer. And then I've got a little ketchup and mustard for each one. I'm actually going to eat both of these, I think, because I'm starving. I ate breakfast early this morning. And then I had some peanuts today, which were really good. Just regular roasted peanuts in the shell. I haven't had peanuts in a long time. So, yeah, this will be dinner for me. I fed Pepper, but she doesn't want her food. She's just loitering here, waiting for me to be done. And, but I don't think her mom would be happy if I was feeding her this kind of stuff, so she's gonna have to eat her dog food. Okay. I think these are done. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull them off. One there. One there. I think those are the top parts. Put that back up there. Put that over there. Get all the way on there. Ooh, hot. That on the side. Come over here. Don't get dizzy. And then we're just going to put a little ketchup on each one and a little mustard on each one, and they are going to be perfect. Could have grabbed a knife, but that would make too much sense. A little mustard on this one. Katie's already done eating. She cheated. She made her food at home and just heated it up. So I did this on the Trangia. I love this thing. And then unlike just using my little pocket rocket, I don't have to worry about holding on to the, you know, the edge of the pan. It doesn't go anywhere. One more mustard on this one. And that's it. Dinner is served. Perfect. This one's upside down. Flip it over. That's going to make a mess. But those are going to be good. So I'm going to go eat those. And we'll check back in later. So getting ready to cook some dinner here. Got the fire going good. I'm just going to cook it right over the fire here. I have a steak for tonight. And I got it all seasoned. I'm going to make some Idahoan potatoes to go with it. So here are my potatoes. And then my steak is just waiting, all nice and seasoned up. Just waiting for the flames to die down a little bit. But this thing is like over an inch thick. Let's see if you can, look at that, look how thick that thing is. So I'm gonna have to be real careful cooking it because I don't want to overcook it. But yeah, we're just leaving it here, hoping no bugs land on it till that fire's ready. My new little seasoning packs. I thought these were like half that size. They turned out to be huge. I ordered 2 sets, thinking they were small, perfect for camping, whatever. They're huge, but that's all right. So yeah, just gonna wait for the fire. Just gonna wait for those to die down a little bit so the flames aren't actually coming through the top, and just cook it right on the grill. I'm gonna boil the water. I already got my water out in my pan. Just boil it, mix potatoes right in there, and it is going to be yummy. Oh, that looks good. It's hot down in there. We're getting there. So I got my water on here. I'll get that boiling. That probably won't take very long. There's only 2 cups of water in there, so in that big of a saucepan it should boil pretty quick. Give my steak a little longer. I like it pretty rare, but not purple inside. So it should be still pretty soft. It's got a couple more minutes. Get that water going, mix up my potatoes, and then dinner time. Okay, I think I'm going to pull the steak off and let it rest. Ooh, that looks pretty good. Nice and sizzly. While my water boils, I'm still waiting for my water. It's getting hot. It should be boiling in just another minute or so. Okay, so my water's boiling, and I'm going to add my potatoes, stir them up, and let these sit. Ooh, that was 2 cups of water, 1 package of potatoes, and we'll let these rehydrate, and we'll have instant mashed potatoes. These are actually pretty good. I've had a couple of different ones before, and they're tasty. Whew. It's hot, so I'm gonna let these sit for a little bit. Put the lid back on, and then I'm gonna come over here and let's see how my steak looks. It's getting dark, so it's kind of hard to see. And then Katie saved me some of her Brussels sprouts. But let me check out, see how my steak, make sure it's done.
Because I'm out of town, he's supposed to.
Oh yeah,
dog, but he's also
perfect.
going to work, you know?
Oh, I like it, nice and rare. Yum. Let me try that.
I'll give him a call too.
Oh my gosh, that's so good.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna cheat.
Oh yeah. I go to, he might be sick or he got fired.
And put some mashed potatoes right on my cookie sheet here, because I don't have a real plate. I only have paper plates.
All right, I'll give him a call and see what's going on. All right, thank you.
A few little Brussels sprouts, and dinner. Dinner is served. So that's what's on the menu. It's going to be yummy, and I will check back later.